Good day. Welcome to Sopheon's online webinar series for today's presentation titled Product Line Road Mapping, Unlocking the Potential of Your Portfolio. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Frischville, VP of Global Marketing at Sopheon. This webinar will discuss how to establish a cross-functional product line road mapping process that addresses questions such as, what are product line roadmaps? How can road mapping connect the entire innovation lifecycle through strategic planning, process management, and portfolio optimization? How can roadmaps align your innovation strategy to execution? Our presenter is Paul O'Connor. As the founder and managing director of Adept Group, Paul will share his insights based on 30-plus years of helping product development organizations improve their productivity. A leading voice in the discipline of product line road mapping, Paul is widely published, teaches a range of master courses and workshops, and is a frequent speaker at professional organization meetings and corporate seminars. Paul, it's great to have you with us. I'll turn the session over to you.
Thank you very much, Mike. I really appreciate that. I'm glad to be here and working with Sopheon and being able to discuss product line road mapping, and we'll see product line strategies and road mapping and how they link over to portfolio management and why these things need to be thought about together. Let's dive right into the topic and start getting some background on road mapping. There are several different orientations to road mapping, and a lot of people have used the term road mapping for different topics in their own orientation to business. Customer-centric, what's going on with customers, what's going on with supply chain. There can be technology or science road mapping, and there could be business planning road mapping. This is just like the laying out of the plans with respect to those things. Our interest, though, is more about product line-centric road mapping. Let's take a look at this from the perspective of portfolio management. We can see how product line-centric road mapping is very important to the whole life cycle of product development. In what I am showing a portfolio of 4 projects that are moving from left to right through a stage gate process, and on the y-axis telling us how long they have to go from beginning to end when they're going to launch. We would hope that they would be moving from the upper left to the lower right. The question is, what happens with this portfolio? How do we get the most out of this portfolio? Obviously, this is a fictitious portfolio, and by the way, the bubble size is reflective of the revenue that could be generated by the project, and the probability of success is written next to the name of the project. Those 4 projects could, in fact, lay out another chart, which would be a histogram showing us or a bar chart showing us how much revenue is expected, which means calculated against risk. How much expected revenue would be coming in per each year. In the first year, 1 of the projects would launch. In the second year, 2015, 3 of the projects would launch, adding their cumulative risk adjusted revenue up to about $25,000, and what we see is all 4 would be launched in 2016. Now, the idea here is just to show the point that at no point in this portfolio are we reaching our financial objective. So, as we see, the bubble chart on the left, if it goes forward, never reaches to where we want to be with our financial objectives. So the question then becomes, what do I do with the portfolio to then meet these objectives? Well, there's typical responses in this. We can add more bubbles into the portfolio. We can add more projects in our portfolio to get more out. The problem is, if we do this with the same amount of resources, which is the constraint we all face, if we add more using the same resources, we slow the projects down, and we move the bars on the right-hand side further to the right, still missing our objectives. So this is a bit of a problem. It could be that in later years we have a big enough project that we meet it, but we're shifting everything to the right because we're slowing it down. Or another approach to improving the portfolio is usually trimming down the projects and taking one out or slowing it down a lot, and that would help us move bars to the left. However, at the same time, it would shrink the bars down, and we would see that we would also miss our objectives. The answer to how to improve the portfolio is simply that we need bigger, better bubbles in the portfolio. And here's the insight from this.